Are you frustrated with weight loss systems that stress you out as a busy mom or dad? Hi, this is Mike Erlob, and this is Power Your Life by Flex PT. I know exactly how that feels. I know exactly what it's like to be, a stressed out parent. All of us moms and dads out there, we just got so many things coming at us, so many different angles. You have your job, your career, you have everything going on with the kids at home, depending on what the age ranges of the kids are. You have very different activities going on. You're trying to keep the household up, and then on top of all that, you're trying to spend time with your significant other. It just seems like life gets moving so fast, and when you start to incorporate a weight loss program, it just completely adds to that stress. For me, that really frustrated me. That was one of the issues that I had through my weight loss journey, is that, how stressful things would get at times. I was always, trying to, work on this part of the diet, or I was trying to figure out, well, geez, can I eat it at this time? Or I don't even know if I can eat that. Or, we would go to an event, my wife and I, and I would realize, oh gosh, there's nothing here that I can even eat. And you would plan ahead and try to pack little food and packets with you and stuff. And it got to be too much, and it wasn't sustainable. And that's why, as I have gone through my journey and learned the different kinds of weight loss methods, and I really found out what truly worked for me, is that if a program is too complicated, if it's too hard, if it just is not reasonable in how it works into your life, you're not going to do it. A program or a system or a tool that you use in weight loss, it has to be simple. It has to be easy to use. It has to be easy to understand. One of the, and this may happen with you too, and I know it does for a lot of people that I work with, but there's a term that we call analysis paralysis. And, if something is too complicated, too hard, too convoluted, there's too many moving parts to it, you almost get stuck just trying to figure it out. You're just trying to analyze all the parts of it. And you just end up not doing it. You don't take any action. Or you take a look at the program and you're just like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. So, all of those things can just really get a busy mom or dad just stuck, and you kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels. So what I've always done is I've always tried to figure out, what is the best way to lower the stress, lower my stress in the weight loss program that I am trying to implement. And I found that there's really 5 key components or 5 key items that it has to meet in order for it to do that. First of all, it has to be easy. The program must be easy to implement, must be easy to use. The next is it has to be flexible. For me, I needed a lot of flexibility in my life, and I needed a program that, I could move with me as things in the day would change. It has to be inexpensive. Let's face it, today, things are getting more and more expensive. The cost of food is not going down any. The cost of anything is not going down. Everything in life is getting more and more expensive. So, a program needs to be inexpensive. It must save time. Time is the only resource that it's not renewable. We don't get more of it. We only have so much time on this earth, and you want something that's going to cut back your time and save you time so you can use it elsewhere. You truly don't save time. You can't, bottle it up and stick it in the bank. You spend it, it's gone forever. I mean, each of us, every second, every minute, every hour of every day is one less second, minute, or hour that we have, on our clock. And none of us know when that clock is going to expire or end. So we want to use our time wisely. And when I say it must save time, really that's what I mean, is that it doesn't waste your time and it uses your time wisely. And then the 5th thing, and this is very important, it has to be effective. It has to take the weight off, and it has to help you keep the weight off. So one of the tools that I found that works extremely well, and I guess you could call it a tool or a system or a program, it's kind of how you look at it, it has been intermittent fasting. There's been a lot of talk about intermittent fasting in the health and wellness industry. And basically the idea of intermittent fasting is that you just don't eat for an extended period of time. Really, that's it. Now, there's different variations of it. Some people will fast for 16 hours at a time, while others might prefer to fast one day and eat normally the next. And really how you do it really doesn't matter as much as the why. What I'd like to do is look at those 5 key components that you can benefit from when you utilize intermittent fasting. So that first one we talked about is that it has to be easy. And intermittent fasting is easy. Unlike a lot of other diets, be they, weight loss programs or different ways of eating like, paleo or vegetarian, intermittent fasting is incredibly easy. I can explain it just as I did, a few seconds ago. I can explain it in one sentence. You just don't eat for at least 16 hours at a time. That's it. You can do this. You can do intermittent fasting if you have food allergies. You can do it if you have certain belief systems that influence your diet. You can do it if you're on a budget. And you really only need one special piece of equipment. And all you need is a clock. You just need to keep track of your time. So the next was flexibility. And intermittent fasting is extremely flexible. It really doesn't matter when you fast. You can make it work around your schedule. You can start out fasting 16 hours a day, eating 2 meals a day and a snack in between, but you can tweak it. You can make it work for you and your schedule and your health goals. That's one of the really things that appealed to me about using intermittent fasting, in my weight loss system is that, if my day changed or if things were coming at me in different angles and it required me to adjust, it gave me that flexibility to do that. I wasn't, rigid to eating at certain, I had to eat at certain times or I had to, eat certain foods at certain times. And all of that, rigidity of other programs, it was too much for me. And I really liked the flexibility aspect of it. The next was that, intermittent fasting needed to be inexpensive. And, quite honestly, this really is the least expensive diet or weight loss program that I've ever been on. There's no pills to buy. There's no special food to buy. There's no fancy equipment to buy. In fact, when you do utilize intermittent fasting, you save money on your grocery bill because you're eating less often and you eat less overall, and, let's face it, who doesn't love a frugal weight loss program that adds dollar bills to your bank account while you're dropping the pounds? Intermittent fasting was time effective. It did save time. I mean, I have noticed that as I've used it. Not only does it save me money, but, it saves that time factor, uses my resources, of time in a better way. Some people might follow that schedule, of fasting for 16 hours or more, and they just eat in the remaining hours, and they find that they're satisfied with just 2 meals. At the very least, you're cutting out the time that it takes you to fix that extra meal and all of the snacks you have throughout the day. You add to that the dishes you don't have to clean and the groceries you don't have to haul home. It can save you quite a bit of time over the course of a year. And just think how you can utilize that time to spend with your family, to spend in other pursuits that you just really, really enjoy. The last important criteria for me was that intermittent fasting, it had to be an effective way to lose weight. And, honestly, this is my favorite benefit of it. It really is a great way to lose weight. Here's what happens, as you fast, your blood sugar is going to drop and insulin's going to clear out of your system. And your body is going to switch from using the food that you're putting in your mouth that you eat for energy to burning stored body fat instead. It's going to use that for energy. And you think about that, and every time when you're doing this, you're doing an intermittent fast and your stomach starts to growl, or you're feeling, that temptation to, break your fast prematurely with a cookie or a slice of pizza, I just think about that. You think about, wait a minute, I am in full fat burning mode. And all I want to do is just keep it that way for a little longer. And, that's just another, pound that I'm going to lose. That really motivates me to stay, in that fast until the time is up. So, I wanted to just kind of fill you in a little bit on the 4-week weight loss system for busy moms and dads. It's almost ready. We're just putting the finishing touches on our new weight loss system, and it uses intermittent fasting as a tool to accelerate your weight loss. I can't wait to reveal it to you soon. It is going to be coming out very, very soon, hopefully within the next week or two, and we'll have more information coming out about that. But, until then, keep putting in the comments. We're going to respond to that and get back to you. If you have any questions about intermittent fasting or how you can use that, that's what we're here for. We're here to, help get you that information, help educate, teach. That's my mission is, to get this information out to the people that need it. Until next time, I want you to stay healthy and keep moving forward, and we'll see you next time.